So my name is Stacey Lake, and I'm the owner and managing director at Lawfecta. We provide virtual paralegal, virtual legal secretary, and virtual assistant services to law firms, attorneys, and small businesses throughout the United States. I discovered Smith.ai when I went to a convention called CleoCon back in 2019. So I had a really nice chat with a really lovely woman who was at the booth. And from then on, I've had a really good working relationship with Smith.ai. We chose Smith.ai specifically for like a couple of reasons. So we were using another virtual reception agency, and they had a billing, their billing model was per minute. And so Smith.ai is a per call model, and it really was a game changer for us because it's extremely cost effective. So the other services in the past, since they charge per minute, if somebody was a talker and they called, they could use up a lot of billable minutes, whether it was a good lead or not a good lead, kind of a thing. For instance, I had somebody call 4 times in one day, and they stayed on the line each time from 10 minutes to 30 minutes each time they called. And it wasn't even a quality lead. And, the receptionist didn't end the call. They allowed them to continue to talk. And so because of that, we were continuously going over our minute usage. So another thing is that Smith.ai doesn't charge for spam calls either. And so Smith.ai really adapted to our needs in that regards. And, now we don't get charged for those specific calls that we consider spam. And so, I really subscribe to the model that we as business owners need to adapt to the needs of our clients, not the other way around. So I have individuals who call all hours of the day and night. So with Smith.ai, if I get a call at 10 p.m. or 3 a.m., you guys have us covered. And we actually do get calls at those times, and they are quality leads. And it is bizarre to think that, somebody is calling at 3 a.m., needing our services, but everybody works at their own pace. And when they're able to call and get a live person at 3 a.m., that's really for them, it's really comforting for them. And so with Smith.ai, anytime we've needed to adjust our needs with them, I contact our client support coordinator. She's very, very personable, and she just works with me to change any flow that we need. And so right now, I think our flow is perfect with, how we've worked together to create it. Since Smith.ai is 24/7, it really helped us connect with more qualified leads, on that 24/7 time frame. And we're really big on that work-life balance. So neither myself nor my team need to be available after hours. Originally, I would take those after-hour calls. They'd ring to my cell phone at all hours of the day, all hours of the night. And it really helped me be able to pass that along and outsource that. And it really gives us, the approach, a personalized human approach for our clients. So when they come in after hours, they're not just getting that voice recording saying, we're closed or whatever. They're able to get help right then and there, talk to somebody. And so we have seen more conversions with our after hours leads since starting to use Smith.ai. Honestly, I was really surprised with how cost effective the solution was that allowed us to grow. To be quite honest, I was starting to get really pessimistic about virtual reception services because of the cost that was associated with it. And particularly because every service out there is a per minute usage. And so the great thing about Smith.ai is they gave us, the 14-day free money back guarantee, and they helped evaluate our needs during those 14 days. And they really tailored and gave us an appropriate plan that fit our usage during that time frame. And so it was a really tailored experience, and I really appreciated the effort that went into ensuring that we had a proper fit, because all the other services that I used was not that tailored, was not that personalized. You sign up, you give them notes, and then that's basically it. And so it was really nice having such a personalized experience specifically for us. So, one thing that a lot of people I think are scared about when it comes to virtual receptionist services, especially when people have their own physical office, is that these individuals calling in, talking with a virtual receptionist, are going to know that they're not in the office, and it's going to come off unprofessional or things of that nature. But in reality, I've never had that type of experience with a client. I've never had them complain about something like that. I've never even had them, they really don't even ask. In reality, they're not saying, hey, are you sitting in, John Doe's office? They're not asking us, hey, are you sitting there? And so really, if anything, the person calling is just happy to have somebody connect with them, hear their concerns, and be able to feel that comfort that their message has been heard and it's going to be passed along to the right person. I'm a huge advocate of outsourcing and automating anything you can. And so, it's the work smarter, not harder approach. So, you can focus on items that'll grow your business. So, whether you're a startup or an established business, like outsourcing to ensure your clients are getting taken care of really is key to the business growth. And so basically any service-based business, I'm always about the work on your business, not in your business. And this is one of those items that can be outsourced and allow them time, instead of answering calls that might not be worthy of their time, could be spam, it could be, somebody who's just, a tire kicker type of a thing. They can focus on things that are generating income in their business while Smith.ai is handling the leads that come in, the spam that comes in, and it frees up time on a business owner's plate. In the past, I've worked at law firms where there wasn't a dedicated receptionist and it was kind of a free for all. If the phone rang, you pick it up, you answer it, anybody, paralegal, office manager, it was a free for all. And in reality, every hour that you could work on a file is a billable hour. And that gets repurposed to your client. So I could be billing as a paralegal $150 an hour doing my work versus picking up a call that have to spend a half an hour on that might not lead to anything. And so for the sake of business and, thinking of if that makes sense fiscally and financially, it just doesn't. Because when you can have your staff focus on things that are actually going to increase revenue, that is actually going to help business growth, that's going to ensure client happiness and retention. You don't want their focus being diverted. And that was really, I saw as a problem in that firm versus other firms that had, a dedicated receptionist. It was, more streamlined, but then the after hours issues would come in where somebody would leave a message, we'd call them back, they'd never get back to us. And that's a problem. That's missed revenue right there. It's a missed potential lead. And so those are kind of things that, when I think about and with service-based businesses, even with staff in there, really having a service like this that you can outsource that can take those calls when you're not available so your staff can focus, so you as a business owner can focus, is really important. I would say just give them a try. You really have nothing to lose with their 14-day money back guarantee. Really, if anything, it's going to give you a lot of insight into kind of what parts of your business that you can focus on outsourcing and automating so you can grow your business. It's kind of like the first step to seeing like, oh, wow, this frees up my plate. Now I have so much time. I'm getting these leads in. What else can I outsource? What else can I automate? And, with this, not only virtual reception, chat services, it's instant gratification for your potential clients. And that's really important.